Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be starting a project where I'm making a battery, I wouldn't say backup, it's more of a time of use power supplement system. Basically, I have some solar panel microinverters, a couple extra ones, a converter, two batteries that are 12 volts, a relay board, and a battery charger. And ultimately what this is going to do is this is going to fill in the gap between the hours of 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. when my solar panel is basically not producing or producing very little energy. It's going to provide me some extra power for those hours. The reason why that is important to me is because between the hours of 4 p.m. and 9 p.m., I'm paying twice as much per kilowatt hour, which that little bit of hours is about half of my bill. So ultimately, 2 may not be enough, but it should take out a good chunk of those kilowatt hours during that time period. And here's how I plan on setting this up. First, let's talk about this relay. This is a single pole double throw relay. It has a connection when it's off and a connection when it's on. So my battery is going to connect to here, and when this relay is not powered, it will hook to the charger. When the relay is flipped down, it will hook to my converters. This little circuit board right here, which is 4 relays, which is controlled by my home assistant. The first relay will control this relay, because this actually can handle the power. These 2 relays here will control these inverters, so I can turn them on and off independently. And the 4th relay will control the battery charger on and off state. The reason why I chose this board, this is a Zigbee board, the protocol it uses. My home assistant actually can control this board, and my home assistant actually gets information from the solar panels on my roof as to how much power I'm generating and how much power my house is consuming. So I can turn these relays off and on based on the consumption that my house is doing and the power that my solar panels on my rooftop are outputting. In its simplest form, the battery power will go to the center contacts on here, this relay. 2 of these contacts will go to these converters and then to these inverters. The other 2 contacts will go to these wires on my battery charger. And these circuits will be in between there. Once I get that designed out, all the stuff is going to go in this metal box here, so it stays nice and safe and pretty. I have actually had these 3 components right here already running for a couple days. No issues with heat. I was able to produce 360 watts of power, or 180 watts per phase, into my house without any issues. Keep in mind that my house is set up for solar. This is going into the solar box combiner, and it's set up to be safe. It's not going to, if it overheats or trips a breaker, there's a breaker for it to trip. It's not going to fry anything. And these are grid tied, so they match the power coming in from the grid. So if I do lose power, this isn't going to do anything for me. But that's okay. I have another system that does all that. Well, yeah. Also, some other important notes and things. Whenever you're playing with big batteries, leave these little plastic clips inside there so you don't actually arc across them. These eco-worthy batteries say they're safe in that regard. They don't allow overcharging, and if it's short out, it should shut off. These converters also that I purchased, the Day Green DC to DC inverter converters, they actually have some built-in features for overheating. They will shut off if they overheat. They will shut off if they fault. So make sure you buy stuff where there's some protection built in. Don't think you're going to like rely pretty much on checking the temperature of your stuff on the regular, because you're not going to want to do that. So buy stuff that's generally going to last and that has protection built into it. Be safe with working with voltage. Battery voltage, you know, you can touch those. That's not going to kill you. But the output on these micro inverters is 120 volts per phase AC. That will take you down. It'll either kill you or make you walk funny for a few minutes. So I'm going to do a top view with my cool new little meta glasses here and just kind of go over the parts. And then I will film out me building that and putting it in the box, you know, drilling holes and all that cool stuff, whatever. So let's get going with that part.